आपण जॅकोबियन चॅप्टर बघू. डिफरन्शियल कॅल्क्युलसमध्ये जॅकोबियन पेपर. डेफिनेशन ऑफ जॅकोबियन काय बघू आपण पहिल्यांदा. समजा u इज अ फंक्शन ऑफ एक्स वाय अँड y इज अ फंक्शन u इज अ फंक्शन ऑफ एक्स वाय and v is a function of xy. xy are independent and uv are dependents. U and v depends on xy. Therefore xy are independent, uv are dependent. Now we are taking if u and v are two dependent functions of x and y and having first order partial derivative exists, then the determinant of four partial derivatives of, that is partial derivative of u with respect to y, partial derivative of u with respect to x, and partial derivative of u with respect to y. This determinant is called as Jacobian of uv with respect to x and y, and it is denoted as Jacobian of uv with respect to xy is the determinant partial derivative of u with respect to x, partial derivative of u with respect to y, partial derivative of v, partial derivative of v with respect to x and with respect to y. इथं आपण काय केलं, u इज अ फंक्शन ऑफ एक्स वाय, v इज अ फंक्शन ऑफ एक्स वाय. u एक्स वायवर आहेत, इथं दोन इंडिपेंडंट व्हेरिएबल आहेत, त्यामुळे तिथं टोटल डेरिव्हेटिव्हनं निघता काय मिळतं आपल्याला, पार्शियल डेरिव्हेटिव्ज मिळतात. इफ देर आर मोर दॅन वन इंडिपेंडंट व्हेरिएबल there occurs partial derivative. Hence we have taken partial derivative of u and v with respect to x and y. These all the partial derivative exist, and after that we have taken here determinant of this, and the determinant is the Jacobian of uv with respect to xy. Here u and v are the two functions. Now we are going to see the definition of Jacobian for three functions. सिमिलर त्याच पद्धतीने असेल. सिमिलरली फक्त यू व्हीच्या ऐवजी नंतर तिसरा कोण येईल, जॅकोबियन डब्ल्यू येईल. ती सेम डेफिनेशन, काही फरक नाही. इफ यू व्ही डब्ल्यू आर थ्री functions of x, y, z having first order partial derivatives exist, then the determinant partial derivative of u with respect to x, partial derivative of u and partial derivative of u with respect to x, y and z. In the second row, partial derivative of v, partial derivative of v and partial derivative of v with respect to x, y and z. In third row, partial derivative of w, partial derivative of w with respect to x, y and z. This is the determinant. It is called as a Jacobian is called as the Jacobian of UVW with respect to x, y, z, and it is denoted as partial Jacobian of UVW with respect to x, y, z is the simple determinant of these 9 first order partial derivatives. We have to take n partial derivatives of these 3 functions. Partial derivative of u with respect to x, y and z, of v with respect to x, y and z, and w with respect to x, y and z. Similarly, we can extend the definition of Jacobian for n variable. Jacobian n functions. If u1, u2, u3 up to un are n functions of n variables x1, x2, x3 and xn, and possessing first order partial derivatives, then the determinant which determinant? The determinant contains n by n into n square elements. N square first order, they are in number in n square. x2, xn. In the first row, partial derivative of u1, partial derivative of u1 and partial derivative of u1 with respect to x1, x2 and xn is the last variable. In the second row, partial derivative of u2, partial derivative of u2 and partial derivative with respect to first variable x1, second independent variable x2 and nth independent. Similarly, in the third row for u2, in the fourth row for u2, at the last nth partial derivative of un, partial derivative of un, partial derivative of un function is with respect to x1, x2 and xn is called as an Jacobian of u1, u2, un with respect to x1, x2 and xn, and it is झाला जॅकोबियन. आपण काय बघितलं? जॅकोबियन ऑफ 2 व्हेरिएबल, जॅकोबियन ऑफ 3 व्हेरिएबल अँड जॅकोबियन ऑफ n व्हेरिएबल. इथं आपण थांबू. नेक्स्ट ह्याच्यामध्ये आपण लेक्चरला एक्झाम्पल्स बघू.